Hey class, welcome to week 7. This is our final week of the course, so congratulations. Thank you guys so much for all of your hard work thus far, but I also want to make a note that the course is not over yet and that week 7 is actually one of my favorite weeks in this course. And so this is not the time to just check out, to do the bare minimum, or to kind of like just glaze through the readings. I think what week 7 has in terms of teaching is just going to be really helpful to you. So week 7, we're looking at a book of the Bible called the Psalms, and then a book called Job, and a book called Ecclesiastes. And all course, we've been looking at this big story in both the Hebrew scriptures and the New Testament that is really all about a relationship between God and humankind. And we've been tracing that relationship through all of the various books we've looked at. Psalms is probably the most raw and emotional look we get at what relationship between God and humanity is like. And any relationship should evoke deep emotion, right? If you are in a relationship with someone and they don't affect your emotions at all, it's probably not a good sign. But I don't think always realize this with our understanding of God and humanity. Like, just for me, I grew up, anger is not a feeling that I feel often or easily. I don't know why, it's just part of my personality. But growing up, I kind of thought that that was like good. Like, well, I'm a Christian, I shouldn't be angry. And then the older I get, the more I realize, no, that's not the case at all. Anger is a super important feeling. And it's important to let yourself feel angry, feel sadness, feel despair, and then direct it in a healthy relational direction. If you're a Christian, that means bringing your anger, bringing your despair to God. And the Israelites really do this well in the book of Psalms. There's a book that I would highly recommend. This is by a biblical scholar, Walter Brueggemann, and it's Worship in Ancient Israel. I'm going to read a very short passage from it. It's related to this topic. He's talking about worship, and he says, I mean to suggest that worship that is excessively determined by dogmatic certitude, by moralistic zeal, or any other mode of excessive closure distorts a relationship that is inescapably fraught with risk, passion, and freedom. This is a relationship that claims the whole attention of both parties. Any attempt to order worship in a way that minimizes these qualities misconstrues the character of Israel's worship and the God worship by Israel. So essentially what Walter Brueggemann is saying is, when our relation towards God is one that is orderly and proper, and sometimes, we don't bring our anger, we don't bring our distress, that's actually doing a disservice to what the reality of being in covenantal relationship with God is. Maybe some of you, this is old hat. Maybe for others, this is a new way of thinking about what the interaction between God and humanity is, that there's allowed to be things like anger, despair. So yeah, I really am excited for you guys to get into the different readings this week. I'll send out a link with this book as well if you want to kind of dive deeper. And then just, yeah, closing notes. Just a big thank you to you guys. I just want to say thank you to everyone who emailed either with like a really good question or just an observation from the class or something you were wrestling with. I appreciate so much getting to explore the Bible with you all, and my hope is that it has been enlightening and informative, but also that it has sparked like a curiosity and a passion in you to continue studying the scriptures. Okay, I wish you guys all the absolute best. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your summer, prepping for whatever lies ahead next. Stay safe, and feel free to keep in touch. Any questions, or hopefully maybe we'll meet again in a future course. But yeah, just one more time, thank you guys for your good hard work, and all the best to you.